I'm here with Southern Fried Football's Mark Packer, coming off that national championship game. How was it being there live and in person?
Well, first of all, Dallas is one of my favorite places. I mean, it's a great city, even though the weather wasn't great. But it's just a tremendous town. They know how to throw a party. A Big D's tremendous. It's great. Shockingly, it was not close.
I can't believe the disparity, just the dominance Ohio State had.
The Ohio State University, one of the most it's one of those runs that we will look back 50 years from now and go, remember what happened in the 2014 college football season? I mean, I saw a crazy stat that on November the 2nd, 2014, Ohio State was ranked 13th in the AP poll. Only one time in history of college football has there been a team ranked 10th or lower in the month of November that went on to win the national championship, and that was 1942.
Wow.
And it was the Ohio State University. So they go a little back-to-back with that crazy stat. But what an amazing run. I mean...
So what happened to Oregon? It was just, I know Mariota, he runs the ball. Was he not able to connect with his players? Like, what's the deal? What happened?
Offensive and defensive lines from Ohio State were bigger, tougher, meaner, nastier, and played great. Third down conversions on offense, Ohio State did the deal. Defense, they got off the field. Mariota's a great player. Of course, we wish him the best going to the NFL. He's one of the classiest kids we've ever seen play college football. But Oregon just didn't have the numbers in the trenches. And Ohio State, to their credit, you know, they beat the SEC's best team in Alabama in the Sugar. They beat the Pac-12's best team in the national championship game in Oregon. And you know what? They are the national champs. And let me tell you something. If the country had SEC fatigue during that incredible run, they're going to have...
I didn't have SEC fatigue.
Well, I know you didn't, but a lot of what I do for a living on SiriusXM, listening to the country, a lot of folks outside the footprint are tired of the SEC. Get ready for the new national headache because you're going to have Ohio State fatigue. The Buckeyes are going to be good for a long, long time.
Wow. Okay. Well, we'll see what happens as this college football playoff championship continues year after year. Hey, really quickly, you know, for those of you who always hear Mark Packer say, yeah, I'm going to be at this game, I'm going to be at that game, blah, blah, blah. Well, here's proof here that Mark Packer does go to these games and actually look at you here. I'm watching TV here, and we see your mug just pop up on this interview with. Were you bored with Heather Cox's interview here?
Can I tell you exactly what's going on here?
Yeah.
We're doing. I already did a 3-hour show during the day. Now we have to do another 3-hour show after the game. And so I've got Cardell. I had Cardell before she did.
Oh, did you?
And here comes TV. You TV types, you hairdos come rolling in there. Yeah, the hairdos come in and go, excuse us, we need room. So Heather, and she's a wonderful lady, and ESPN, they got to do the interview. And so I'm standing like, could you please hurry up? I only have like 15 more players I have to interview. And I had Cardell 5 minutes before ESPN or ABC, whoever's going to, they're going to do it. So I'm sitting there like, please, I don't even know the cameras are there. I just want to get on with it. But I will tell you, my phone blew up. The show ended. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm going back to the hotel, and I'm looking at tweets. Pack, you're on national TV. I'm like, oh, this can only be a disaster. So that's the next story.
Look, CSTV people hooked you up. You know, showed your mug on TV.
The egos of television. That's all I'm going to tell. Us radio guys, it's a baseball hat, a pair of jeans, and a dog licking our feet. You TV people are unbelievable.
Hey, now that the football season is over, let's talk hoops really quickly.
So we get rid of this?
Yeah, just
we done?
get rid of that helmet.
Done with football.
Done with football. Let's talk hoops.
All right.
Kentucky still at the top. Even though in the last couple games they went to overtime to get their wins.
Back-to-back OTs, and then they played Missouri and beat them by 1,000.
Yes, I know.
86-37 your final. You know, we keep waiting on Duke and Virginia, and there's a lot of good teams, but Kentucky right now is a cut above everybody else in the country.
But how about Virginia here in the ACC at number 2?
Great. They're playing great. Listen, they won the ACC regular season last year. They won the ACC tournament title. Tony Bennett, a perfect fit for Charlottesville, the Virginia way.
Yeah.
The team is really, really good. Underrated. They're ranked number 2, still unbeaten. They're the real deal. They're awfully good.
And should we be concerned about the hype over Duke with them winning or losing 2 in a row?
Back-to-back. Listen, they've had back-to-back conference losses by 12 or more points for the first time since 1983. And guess who they get tomorrow? A road trip to Louisville and Rick Pitino.
Oh, Pitino land,
And so that will be a great scene in Louisville, Kentucky. But Duke, they'll figure it out. Their defense has been a little iffy, but they're young. They'll figure it out. Duke's awfully good.
Now, Mark Packer's going to be with us each week.
I am?
Talking hoops.
Is that
I just booked your
right?
college basketball season.
You TV folks are in control. I'm just going along with the ride.
So don't worry. Football season is over, but he's going to be back with us talking hoops throughout the college season. Good to see you, man.
Awesome.
All right. We'll be back after this break.